Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new tactic for you. It looks like one of these Christmas trees types. It is called the 41221 tHomies, I'm assuming. It is by a guy called tHomies LFC. So got to try it out with the LFC in the name. But tHomies, Tomies, I don't know. But as you can see, sweeper, keeper, in defend. Inverted wingback on the left and the right, ball playing defenders centrally in defend, ball winning midfielder in defend, wingers on the left and right, shadow strikers above them in the left and right in attack, and then advance forward in attack up front. It is a balanced mentality, and taking a look at the page itself where I got this from, basically 45 win percentage, 36.88 loss percentage. He does have some information. My first ever tactic after playing since CM days. The corner set piece is set up for the left winger to take them, but you can change that if someone is better. ML, MR should take throw-ins. There's a couple more pieces of information. And if you go to the discussion page itself, there's only one page, but it does have some information on there that you should try. Take a look. It could get you some good places here. But getting back to the tactic, in possession, attacking with his standard approach play, pass into space, underlap in the left and right, focus play down the left and right. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, trigger press much more often, and get stuck in. How did it do for our three teams? As you can see, really well, for the most part. Tottenham with 81 points is definitely, winning the league is fantastic. So that's cup number one. However, they have done better jobs. They've gotten better points in other tactics. But still, as I often say, it all depends on how all the other teams do. If Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United are in 8th, if they all fail and they lose a bunch of games or they just don't get the points, Tottenham can come up and pit the title. No question about that. But Newcastle at 70 is not too bad. Wolves at 69 is definitely a good place for them. But overall, 54 goal differential for Tottenham is really nice. Tottenham's schedule starting out a fantastic run. You do lose out to Leicester, but all the way until Bayern Munich away. You lose to Newcastle, continuing on in all the cups. Losing out in the second half of the season only to Arsenal so far. FA Cup quarterfinals 2-3 against Arsenal. You do win against Wolves in the EFL Cup final 3-2 in extra time. And unfortunately, you get beaten out by Real Madrid this time around, 0-3 away from home. You do win 2-1 at home, but still, that knocks you out of the Champions League. You come back and you absolutely crush Bournemouth on the last day of the season. Newcastle definitely not having as nice a run, but it's still a pretty nice run. 2 losses in a long August, 2 losses in October. You're out in the EFL Cup 4th round right after the halftime break against Fulham, 1-1 in penalties. Arsenal loss. FA Cup 4th round you're going through. Quarterfinals against Manchester United is where you lose out 2-3. But look, a fantastic run. What is that, 6 games unbeaten? 7 games unbeaten, 6 games with 3 points completely. Wolves not having a bad run themselves. Only a couple of losses in the first half of the season. Second half starting out nicely. Then you get to this massive February, awful February. You are out in the FA Cup 4th round, 0-1 against Ipswich Town. EFL Cup semifinals, second leg 1-2. You do get to the final, as we've seen. 2-3 loss in extras, unfortunately. But, they both got to the final. We got one that got the final cup. So Tottenham getting 2 trophies this season. Wolves only almost getting 1. Not too bad. And then a fantastic end of the season. Tottenham selling off Hugo Lloris to El Saad for 2.5 and bringing in Nicolas Gonzalez from Fiorentina for 28. Zolt Kalmar from Streda, 675 though, and Benjamin Dominguez. Newcastle selling Javi Manquillo to Nottingham Forest, Jacob Murphy to Crystal Palace, getting some money in, and then spending that money. You've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming in, Donny van de Beek, but you got Theo, Evan Nelson, and Barrios from Zenit coming in. So they spent quite a bit of money. And then, as usual, Wolves not selling anyone really. $950 for Lembikisa, bringing in Escaio, and that is it. So what does that mean for our squad? Obviously, Hugo Lloris is out, so there's no top appearances for him, but 51 plus 2 for Kane. Son with 50 plus 4, 50 overall for Kulusevski. Goal-wise, 50 goals for Harry Kane. That is an amazing tally right there. 26 for Son. Kalmar comes in, 45 plus 1 appearances, 17 goals, and 9 assists. Apparently a fantastic pickup. I don't know anything about Kalmar except now that he's 28. Interesting. So he might be one to scout. But assist-wise, you got 23 for Porro, Kulusevski with 19, Moro with 13. And then average rating, you got a nice smattering. I mean, 6.83 and above for the entire screen. But 6.52 for Kane, Kulusevski 6.31, and 7.22 for Kalmar. Definitely look at Kalmar. That is one I'm going to be scouting in the future. Newcastle's Nick Pope, of course, gets 45 appearances. Trippier with 43, and Guimaraes with 39. Goal tallies, 19 for Wilson. Evan Nielsen with 16, 13 with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. You got Isaac all the way down with just 24 plus 14 appearances, 6 goals and 5 assists. But assist-wise in general, Almiron with 15, Donny van de Beek with 14, and Trippier with 11. But, I mean, not really doing it this time around for Isaac. 7.42 for Donny van de Beek. Almiron with 7.38 and 7.35 for Loftus-Cheek. Data hub for Tottenham, shaky defensively, very good in attack. You can see some strong attacking numbers. And then, I mean, they're at least getting almost a Premier League average in some of these defensive numbers, but not quite all of them. Newcastle, shaky defensively, very good in attack, as you can see. Not quite as good, maybe a little bit better defensively, but some fantastic numbers attacking-wise. Still, I mean, just the defending side is just a little bit off. Wolves, same thing. Good in attack, as you can see. Definitely not anywhere near Tottenham and Newcastle. Shaky defensively. You do have the dribbles per game. Shaky defensively. You've got some, I mean, clearances per game is much better than the other two, but overall, I mean, some still lower numbers. Most goals, you do have Tottenham with 104 leading the league. Newcastle somewhat close behind with 86, 79 for Wolves. Liverpool, the only one breaking that top three with all the other teams. Fewest shots against, all three teams make it. Possession, absolutely no one. Dribbles, though, we do have a dribbling tactic. Wolves there all the way up front, 7-7-4. The other two do make it. Fewest conceded, and most shutouts are in there as well. Most tackles won. Newcastle, the only one, 8-8-8. What a nice number. But best pass completion, nobody. Most shots for Newcastle all the way was 7-8-8. And the other two teams are in the top 5 as well in most points per game, as you would expect. Harry Kane with 37 goals. If you want Harry Kane to score some serious bangers, this is the tactic to beat, apparently. Raul Jimenez with 30. Son gets in there with 19 as well. Holland only in second with 32. Most assists, Porro, Kulusevski, Van de Beek, Sarabia, Almiron, and Neto, all in that list. 16s are fantastic results. Harry Kane, most player of the match awards with 10. No question there. Best pass completion, of course, nobody. Dribbles made, nobody. Fewest conceded, and most shutouts. Goalkeepers doing some work there. Most tackles won, Trippier and Almiron. There's your Newcastle duo. And most key passes, Trippier and Sarabia, of course, with the top 2. Porro in there as well with 99. Most shots, Harry Kane, 121. Of course, Cunha, Jimenez, and Wilson are also in the list, though. Overall, though, I mean, Tottenham, I would say you can't beat this tactic for Tottenham, except that we've gotten better tactics, better point tallies out of them. But 54 goal differential is a fantastic result. I don't think we've seen quite that high, or, I mean, we probably have seen one or two that have been a little higher, but still, this is definitely, if you want to start with this kind of, tactical style, take a look. Tottenham did very well. Harry Kane did a fantastic job. So, but take a look, see what you say. Follow what tHomies LFC says in his discussion of how to deal with the tactic. And yeah, you might get even better than 81 and 54 goal differential. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.